essential, but it's rare for me to have a good excuse to come to Taiwan. We're here meeting with some technology manufacturers for some stuff that we're developing, and we have kind of one day off on this Sunday, and we're going to spend it going to the south, going to church with this family, and brings up the opportunity for me to talk about investing in eternal relationships, totally different than business relationships, and frankly, ultimately more important. Here we go, leaving Vietnam for Taiwan. We're in Taiwan. So we're up super early this morning to catch a high-speed train to southern Taiwan. We landed in Taipei and we are heading south down to Pingdong. Clint is traveling with me to go see a family that I had the opportunity to help learn about our church when I was a missionary here 20 years ago, 1998. You know, often on this vlog I'm talking about relationships and building relationships as it pertains to business. This is a whole different level of relationship, something I would call, you know, based on what I believe, eternal relationships. Make room in your life for eternal relationships. Oh man, I miss it here, man. Taiwan's got a special place in my heart. Brand new Lovesac employee, mechanical engineer, tagged along today. He served a mission as well in Brazil. What part of Brazil?
Belo Horizonte, about 4 or 5 hours north of Rio.
I feel like at some level, though, all foreign missions are similar. Like even if you served in Brazil, speaking Portuguese, and I served over here, I feel like you kind of know how my 2 years was. Months and years in the homes of the real people who feed you, and you become close with their family. You play with their kids.
So the big part of it is that you're poor when you're there usually,
and
they don't give you enough money.
Yeah, you yourself are
so
poor.
You're dependent upon the people, and so you'll have families that don't have enough money themselves, and they're put you at their table and feed you.
And the same is true with this Shawn family we're going to visit today. They're not well-to-do, family with 5 children, and they always just gave everything they had in support of me as a missionary, in support of missionaries since then. They continue to be, an active part of the church here in Taiwan. I really should have come back sooner. I really should have maintained these relationships, because you build these deep, meaningful, eternal relationships with people. But you're all the way around the globe. And even though I come over here all the time on business in China, it's difficult to have an excuse to come over to Taiwan. This trip we happen to have a good excuse. We're working on some technology that's here in Taiwan. So anyway, taking advantage of trying to maintain these eternal relationships, and it's something that don't get a lot of chance to talk about on the vlog, but it's something I believe in very deeply. It's good to come to church again in Taiwan. It's like, brings back a lot of memories, and it's like so hard to believe it's been 20 years. Blows my mind. One of the daughters, Yenqing, of this family that I've had the chance to baptize here in Taiwan, has a daughter of her own that's already as old as Lucky, my oldest, 9 years old. It's crazy. Had to give them a foot sack. Couldn't resist. Got to do these dinners though. It's like, it matters, man. This is like where relationships are built. Even just sitting at the table. We don't even drink, but these guys want to drink with us anyway. Downing Coca-Cola by the shot has to be just as painful as whatever that guy's drinking. So we're here in Taiwan because we're attacking some high-tech projects with Sactional coming up. Pretty exciting stuff, some electronics. Taiwan has moved up the food chain on manufacturing to be mostly high-tech manufacturing. So this particular plant specializes in electronics, high-tech stuff. That's what we're working on. So it's our first foray into the world of electronics and high-tech. We're pretty excited to have a great partner here in Taiwan. It's good to be home. It's really funny, these three countries that we've visited so far on this trip, manufacturing, sourcing trip, you know, we'll start with Taiwan. Taiwan is very current, very present day, very up to date, very first world. Everyone dresses well. You know, the traffic is good, the floors are clean, the buildings are up to snuff, the bathrooms are, you know, immaculate. China is like 20 years behind Taiwan, or maybe 10 years behind Taiwan in terms of just development, in terms of modernization. And Vietnam is another 10 years, maybe even 20 years behind China. It's just wild. Reminds me of China back, you know, when I first started coming here. So all three places are more sophisticated than the last, right? And so Taiwan's at the top of the food chain doing high-tech stuff. China is getting up there now. And the more manual labor stuff, like the weaving of our outdoor Sactional, stuff like that, is all handled in Vietnam. So, you know, there's kind of like a country for each type of product you want to build. I wish the bus wouldn't have started moving, so it just kept moving. You know, America does a lot of things really well. Beautiful country, you know. In Chinese, actually, the word for America is Meiguo. It literally means beautiful country. But it just doesn't have what Asia has. And for our favorite of night market treats,
Today you want to try? It's so big!
So subscribe to the vlog, share it with a friend. Get off the couch, go do something great right now.